What's happening, scrappers? CCscraps here. I just wanted to take a shout out real quick. I got a couple new subscribers this week. I want to say thank you for watching my videos, and I appreciate it. And I also appreciate my beginning subscribers just as much. Hopefully everyone's doing well out there. This video I'm actually going to shoot because I have an air conditioner laying around, and one of the subscribers actually asked me if I could do a way of how to scrap an air conditioner. First of all, before you even get into it, before you even pick it up, you could cut the cord, whatever. But before you pick it up, you have to make sure that there is no Freon in these. Okay? And then there's going to be mineral oil. Okay, you got to be careful a little bit with that. You can get this extruded. You go to an HVAC and get this taken care of. They'll recycle it, basically. But what happens with the Freon is it's heavier than air, from what I understand. And, like, let's say, I just clip this thing and it, goes everywhere. It might not be like right where I am, but it'll find like a little valley and it'll go away and stay there for ever, a long time. Anyway, this one is actually shot. I picked it up and there was a cut in the line anyway, so it's empty. So anyway, here we go. We're going to start with, again, air conditioners are kind of like microwaves. You got to make sure there's nothing in them you want to bring home. Like I said before in my microwave video, cockroaches, bed bugs. You got to be careful. But this was out on a pallet, and it picked out of freezing in the back. Well, it was outside, and then it stayed on my pallet for about a couple weeks. So, and we had freezing cold weather. Right now, it's like 60 degrees or something here, it doesn't surprise me for Syracuse, New York. Anyway, but we'll get started. You got your air conditioner. This looks like a cheap version Gold Star, run-of-the-mill, $100. Start here by this stuff here. There's some screws up top, actually. We're going to start with that. I'm going to get these fins off of here. Got one here on the top. And zip that out. Should have one on the bottom too, I believe. Oh, no, maybe not. It's been a minute here, so bear with me, folks. Bear tight. Sometimes you can just rip these off. Some of you might recognize this. Cut that right off of there. And it should come clean. And then I got a cardboard box. I throw all my scrap plastic in. You don't necessarily have to do that, but it just makes it easier for disposal. When you take it to your place where you get rid of it, or if you put it out, if it's some pieces, sometimes the city will take it if it's not too much, or if it's not too, you don't want to throw, like, circuit boards or anything like that out in there. But, yeah, then there's a couple screws here. I like to clean my scrap right up if I can. If this video cuts out because it's on my phone, I'm going to just keep going and not pause it and see what happens and maybe see how long we get. So if this video does cut out, I will be uploading 2 videos. CCscraps, this will be called CCscraps and Air Conditioner, Part 1 and maybe Part 2. So you get your little screws and everything. And I got some, you might be able to see them in the corner here, little coffee can thingies. I'll throw my nuts and bolts in so they don't go all over the place. And step on them, and or God forbid the dog eats one. That wouldn't be too good. Gotta get me in the doghouse, probably. And you got these here, these 4 screws here. 1. Come on. Whoopsie. 2. Damn it. Here we go. I try not to swear on my videos because sometimes kids might watch them, or their parents or something. I mean, there's definitely people watching my videos, so I don't know who or where they are, but the people that have not subscribed to my channel, that's cool too. I'm glad you're watching my videos. Keep watching them, please. I don't really care if you subscribe or not. Hopefully my information is good, and sound, I guess. And if there's anybody, if I'm doing anything wrong that are scrappers out there that are better than me, which there is. I would love unnecessarily criticism, but hey, dude, you're doing that wrong, or hey, man, you know, whatever. I'm good with that too. So please, any questions, I'll answer them to my best of the knowledge. All right, so now we got the main right here. You'd probably take this. I mean, you could get a screwdriver, you know what I mean, and just pop that up or hit it with a hammer, but that's going to knock a bunch of plastic around, and I don't want to mess with that just yet. So we're going to set that aside. We got a screw here. It should take the top of it off. If I'm not mistaken, it should pop right off on the top, I think. And we got some over here. Oops, you can't see. Here we go, sorry. Here, and here. Sometimes they're a safety screw, which is that little Torx bit. Come on. Sometimes the screws are not coming out. You just need a little tap with a hammer, and sometimes they'll come right out. Yep. See, the torque on, I mean, the screw gun's got enough torque to zip it right out of there, but I'm worried about rounding the tips off them. You know what I'm saying? And then you got to get your grinder out and make a what do you call it? Oh, there's some more here. You got to make a flathead screw notch. I learned that from a guy I actually just started subscribing to. His name's Ian Matthews. This dude, you just got to watch his videos. They're crazy. He's from the UK, and he's got his shit together. Oops, he's got his stuff together. I hear my wife coming. Hear the boots click, click, click? Maybe. Maybe not. So anyway, you get this piece of steel from those curtain thingies, and I got a bin down here. Throw that in for steel. You're gonna know. You'll know the steel because it, you know, any kind of tin, it'll stick to a magnet. This will be your ferrous metal. Non-ferrous would be aluminum, copper, all that kind of stuff. Hi, baby. So anyway, that goes in your tin. All right, so that leaves us to the top part. Come say hi. You got to get in the view, though. Oh. Say hi, everybody. Say hi, YouTube.
Hey.
Say hi to the new subscribers.
What's up?
All right, we're scrapping. You want to get one? Want to get one, babe? Here, get that one right there. You want to get one? Go ahead. Right there, zip. Can you see it? Get your hand on there.
I'm glad you think there's something in there.
There's something in there. Go. Actually, I gave her the stripped out one.
No, you got C9.
Sorry, baby. Oh. Where are you going? Back upstairs?
Yeah, your dog is going nuts.
The what?
Dog is going nuts.
Alright, well, I just want to get this video done and I'll be right up there. Shouldn't be, a few minutes. Wow, that one was, wow, I broke the head right off of that one. Look at it. This thing was sitting underground for a minute. You can tell by the bolts. Yeah, that one ain't going. How about this guy? You know what? Tap it, right, Chris? There we go. I think we're going to order Taco Bell tonight. We've been trying to order Taco Bell for like, I don't know, a couple days now. And first time we ordered, these are on there. First time we ordered, the girl at the thing got the order kind of messed up. Well, I didn't say kind of, she did. And so we didn't do it, and then we decided to get, I think it was Burger King or something. But anyway, I got to pause the camera for a second because I got to get my gloves on. I don't want to rip my hands up. Sit tight, y'all. Alright, I'm back. It'll come off. Just pop my gloves off real quick. And I'm just going to lift on this thing. See how it's starting to come loose? Kind of, sort of. Wow. Alright. That was one of those screws I just busted off of. Okay. You guys can't really see this. Oh crap, I thought I broke my phone. Anyway, see how it kind of comes off there. There's your radiator. That's all aluminum. I'm going to take my Dremel or my angle grinder and I'm going to zip these off of here. That's all copper. And on this other side as well. Then there's this big motor in here that's going to come out, which is most of the weight. I'm going to clip all these copper cables, or these tubings. Those are going to be gone. And that's pretty much how you scrap an air conditioner. But I'm going to, again, pause it, try to get this stuff off of here, and do a little bit of breakdown and then show you a little bit more. Alright, see how I got it? It's kind of coming off. I'm going to try, sometimes get a hand tool in there might work out too, but this is still being a pain. So I'm going to have to, might have to cut it, might have to hit it. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I think I'm going to cut it, so sit tight. Alright, gonna have to try to cut this nut a little bit, see what happens. So it's gonna be a little noisy. See, I knew it. Ah! Okay, that was a pain. Did you hear the smoke alarm? But yeah, I just got that nut off of there. I knew that was gonna happen. It's weird for the halls. I mean, I'm glad it does that. And I'm down here long enough to where it's not going to be hazardous. So, but yeah, I suggest if you're going to get into scrapping, eventually get yourself an angle grinder and a screw gun. It's a godsend. Okay, so, see if I can pop this nut off now. I should be able to. Oh, I didn't get it all the way. Yeah. Alrighty. Here we go. I have to bash it. I don't want to bash it though. Okay, here we go. I might have to bash it. Okay, with a little coercion, which always, this thing is a godsend too. Look at that little freaking boom. Yeah, you know what I mean. Alrighty, so anyway, this thing, it's tin, kind of fold it up, be careful, the fins are sharp. And that goes in your steel. That's out of the way. Now, which brings you to, man, I hope my camera. Alright, here we go. I got it off. That goes in your tin thing. I use this hammer. Got a good, see that little, yeah, that's what's up. So anyway, yeah, get yourself a heavy hammer too, and a ball peen. Actually, you know what? Show you real quick. It's my hammers. That one, it's a little dirty down here, I apologize. Anyway, okay, here we go. I'm getting it cleaned as we go, clean as you go. Alright, so now that brings you to this. In here, you've got your compressor. See where, it's somewhere where this thing was going to cut. But anyway, I want to get this motor out of here. I want to get this radiator right here out of the casing, which is on top, which that'll come soon. For now, I got some 2 screws up here on the top. You'll see like a metal brace. It's just basically a brace holding this stuff up, keeping it from shifting. If I'm not mistaken, this thing should pop out of here. I don't know. I want to loosen some more stuff up. I got a screw back here. You're going to want to take a lot of this plastic off it because, you know, shit. You go to a scrapyard and, you know, you want to, you know, you don't want to come there with a bunch of like, it's going to have to get hit, stripped out, rusted. Take the front end off, which is like the little control panel. That comes off. Then you're going to get out bottom of this control panel is going to come out. Oops. Screw gun. Careful, these are sharp too. Alright, so you see this thing here. This comes off. You got this ribbon wire. This junk wire can go with your number 3 insulated copper. That's junk wire. Cat 5. Any kind of communications, phone cords, things like that. Alright, so now it just leaves this little tin thing. There's a little way to get this. I like to stake stuff. Some people go, you could just leave it, but I don't really want to leave it. I mean, if that's what you want to do, you can. Everybody, I noticed every scrapper that I've come across, they do things their own way and get the same result. It's funny how it all works out like that. Now you got some, you got some wire here. I'm gonna go ahead and clip that here. Clip the thermostat. Clip, this is the power cord right here where it plugs in. You can just take that off. That comes off. Oops, dropping shit. Oops, sorry, I swore again. Darn it. Oh, I hate that. So this comes out, and you've got a bunch of wire that this wire here connects. All this wire. Where is it? Oh, yeah. It's hard to see the term. All this wire is all number 3 insulated. That'll go with your junk wire. Then there's a little transformer right there. Alright, so I cut down got this wire out, or cut it down. Now you got your little circuit board. There's copper in here I'm going to extrude. This will go with steel. Be careful with these when you start cutting wire. They might have a little charge left in them. I haven't seen it yet, but I've seen it happen. I mean, it hasn't happened to me, but it's happened. So this can go in with your steel. I'll take that off later. So now this brings us to all these wires back here. I keep these right in a bunch, and I snip it right at the thing. Pull that rubber piece off. Don't even got to worry about cutting the tips. Number 3 insulated bin. Same with this one. This one's going to go back. We'll get to that one later. Now this is going to bring us into the guts of it. Basically what I'm going to do is this is going to come out. Right here I'm going to take this pump out and get that out of here. And then I'll break this plastic down. Actually, I might be able to turn that over and get it out that way. I don't know. Maybe we'll see. But this is going to be a pain. So what I'm going to do, we're going to probably do a part 2. Because these, by the way, I found this in the dumpster. It was full. Okay? This is like $6 full. What people throw away. Anyway, so yeah, that's got to sit there for a minute. But I can start cutting this copper out, which I'm going to do. Alright, you can see here I cut out some of that copper on this motor. It was right here. Now, if this was full of gases, you'd hear it, you know what I mean, right away, and that's bad. And I feel horrible that I cut this thing open on YouTube and for the environment. Oh, gosh. I have to try to knock this bolt loose too. It's going to be tough. Normally I just bash on this, but I'm afraid that I'm going to... Damn. Turn the torque up a little bit. There we go. Guess not. Okay. Not going to happen. And you can just see there's a fan in here and everything else. So, I mean, if this is boring, like, it's probably boring. So fast forward ahead but I'm going to try to shoot the whole video before my phone. Because I don't know how many long of a video I can shoot, to be honest with you, on this phone. This has gone on for 20 minutes. And I have been pausing it, but I'm afraid if I pause it too long, it's going to just stop. I'll have to shoot a part 2. Which, you know, might have to happen. Alright, cut that loose. That's the thermostat. This is probably just going to come out because it's more copper. Number 3 copper, I think that is. Here's a circuit board in here. I'll just show you fast. Like some of you guys out there. I mean, I like circuit boards, so I'm into motherboards, this CPUs, that kind of stuff. But you could, if you're really into it, you could take this out. Oh my God. And like you could take, some guys there might be like some kind of aluminum or like gold in this thing they'll take out and extrude, or they'll mess with this little light, but this is too, I can't. So that goes in my scrap bin with my plastic. Yeah. What else works too for good getting brake cleaner? Penetrator oil. WD-40. That's always good. I'm sorry, it's not brake cleaner, it's penetrator. Brake cleaner works for, yeah, works. So this thing, I was screwing on that for no reason. Huh, okay, why don't you, it's supposed to come right out. I think the fan's catching it. So, there we go. Somebody just got to break stuff out. Now you got the radiator, which is aluminum. Like I said, I'm going to cut these sides off. And these sides off. Get rid of this plastic. Send this in as aluminum. And I got the copper. This basically is this stuff. Right here, like this came out of a computer. But that's considered radiator with copper. So those are going to go with, I got a couple more of those bricks. I got a couple of these transformers where I'm going to extrude the copper from later. That'll be another video on how to do that. But anyway, this, basically plastic's going to come off of this. It's going to go aside. Then, now we got the fan. Now I can actually get at the motor itself here with a wrench. Which I'm going to try to do. Like I said, if this phone does stop recording for some reason, I'll shoot a double video. Alright, we're back. This little, I think this might be steel, I don't know, we'll see. Yeah, it is, so that goes in the bin. But this is a little clamp that you're going to need with a needle nose to get this fan off. It's sitting right here. But now it should just pop right off, if I'm not mistaken. Which it's not going to, because it's probably rusted solid. But anyway, there's some screws here. You can get through them on the blade if you got a long enough bit. You can break them, or you can drill through them, whatever you feel like doing. There's one in the back too. But anyway, you pull that comes out. I've got another screw right here for the motor, or a nut for the motor, which I'm going to try to grab with my, ouch, these are handy to have too, these little duckbill vice grips. You can get right in there. I don't know, maybe, hold on, why? You're not turning. Did I speak too soon? Let me go in there further. I'm not getting a good enough bite. There we go. That's all it was. Ow! God. Ugh. Alright. That hurt. But anyway, these nuts are now free, and I can pull this motor here. Sorry, my arm's in the way. Scrapping ain't fun. Oh, I mean, it is fun, but it's definitely, it can get monotonous. Like, My problem is I'll get too much going on and then I'll start to like freak out. And here it is, like, I don't know what time it is. It's like probably 4 o'clock and I'm drinking coffee. I worked all day from 5 a.m. to 1:30. I don't know if you guys just noticed me and the wife are moving, but I'm still keeping this layer. We are in the scrap layer right now, and it's only going to get more. It's only going to get more intense. More things are going to be going on. I'm going to get some different tools in here. My wife's got a few DIY projects she wants to try out. This pump is about to come out. Just do not drop it on your fingers, people, because it's heavy. As you know what. Okay, so you got another piece of copper here. Christ. Where is it? Ah, here we go. This one's better for copper. It's just a bigger, a bigger duckbill snip. This actually belonged to my granddaddy. This thing's old. Sorry, Pop. Bless you. There we go. Now it's coming out. Alright, and that's out of here. That's a beefy motor right there. Look at that thing. That's heavy, boys and girls. Look at that. Ooh. This will go with, this could go with, like, I think this goes with electric motors or pumps. It depends on your scrapyard. But I do have a bunch of pumps here already. And I will show them to you. I don't know if you can see those pumps. Can you? Maybe. I don't know. Well, anyway, it's a bin of pumps. There they are. See? Right here we go. There's some right here. Good. Sorry, it's hard to see an angle, but I got like 4 or 5 of them in there. Alright, so what I'm going to do, I got the motor out. Basically, this plastic just comes out. There's a couple more screws in here and everything. And this is going to come out, and the radiator is going to come out, and it's going to look the same. Basically, this fan motor is going to come out. I'm going to hit this with my Dremel and see if I can cut that, because that's rusted on there. So let's see what happens with that. I don't think that'll set the alarm off. Let's even get at it. I don't think I can even get at it. Nope. Maybe. It's getting cut in an angle. You know what I could do? Duh. I could go to the hacksaw, right? And just hacksaw this thing off. It wants to even cut. Whoops. Sometimes you can get it. This metal's tough though. This is being a pain. Ooh, see, be careful. Careful. If the camera's still playing, it is good. You don't want to see me sawing away. I might say a bad word. Alright. Done. Thank you, Mr. Hacksaw. Sometimes you don't need the power tools. I've got so many tools, sometimes I forget about the basics. Oh, okay. So I've got this cool cup holder made out of a copper motor wind. It's heavy as hell. Set my cup in there. Boom. One day I'll break it down, but right now it's a cup holder. Alright, so the fan is out. The motor's out. This thing's clipped on. I'm going to unclip them. Pull this thing out. I'm going to clip this piece of copper. Actually, I want to take this top piece off, to be honest with you. I don't have. There's one screw right there that I think may be stripped out. Maybe it's a safety screw. Can't tell. It's definitely stripped out. So again, you can take your screwdriver or whatever have you want to do with it. Oh, so there's some pins here where you can pop out. This pops out down here. There's little hinges that you can pop out. And this thing just basically lifts out. And you get, excuse me. And then you're set with the other motors. Or the other radiator. And this piece here is just tin and it goes in your steel shred. You'll be left with a base and these little screw grommets or whatever. It doesn't really matter, but yeah. That's pretty much it. It's basically popping this off, getting this fan thing off again. I can't get that screw out. And that's pretty much it. And like I said, I'm going to cut these pieces off. Right, can you see those folks at home? Here we go. I'm going to cut those pieces off right here. Yeah. And that's going to be it. Well, this is CCscraps air conditioner, part of the way, but you get the gist. But yeah, pretty much, I hope this was, what's the word I'm looking for? Educational. If you have any questions, comments, like I said, if I was doing something wrong, or you see a way that I could do it better, more efficient, besides just throwing it in the tin shred. Anyway, thanks for watching my videos, and whoopsie. And always, folks, CCscraps!